I have a question for you this morning, and it might be one of the most important questions I ever ask you. Why are you watching this video? I don't ask that facetiously. I'm very serious. You need to know what your why is, because having the right why can be a really powerful thing. Hi, I'm Tony Deering from GoCogno.com, the website for people with mild cognitive impairment. Anyone diagnosed with MCI is looking for ways to slow that cognitive decline, and that is possible. We know there are many things we can do to give you the best possible chance to do that, and that's what I talk about in these videos every week. And I can show you the what, and I can show you the how, but I can't give you the why. Only you can supply the why. And I guarantee you that one really good why is more powerful than 100 whats or hows. I've been thinking about that a lot lately because of a post that I saw on Facebook. It was posted by a woman named Cheryl, who's in a private group for people with MCI that I also belong to. And when I saw that post, I was so moved by it that it brought tears to my eyes. And apparently I wasn't the only person touched by it, because the last time I checked, it had something like 237 likes and 56 comments. In the post, Cheryl talks about the delightful morning that she had just spent with her two 10-month-old granddaughters. Her daughter and son-in-law both had to work, and the daycare was closed, so Cheryl volunteered to watch the girls that morning. Now, taking care of two 10-month-old babies would be a tall order for anyone, let alone someone with MCI. But Cheryl was happy to report everything went well, no problems at all. She went on to add, "I feel so blessed to have these babies in my life. I'm so glad that their parents feel I can handle this. Yay me. Yay me." Don't you love that? Now, I do want to be clear that I talked to Cheryl at length about this, and I have her permission to share her story, which I'm glad, because it really is an inspirational one. MCI has been hard for Cheryl, as it is for anybody who has that condition. In 2005, she was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's disease, but then she was evaluated again and her diagnosis was changed to MCI. Now, Cheryl has always been very open about her story. When she had that diagnosis, she was in a marriage with a husband who was abusive. Her neurologist told her that that abuse probably contributed pretty significantly to the MCI. And Cheryl knew that if she continued to experience that kind of abuse, that her cognitive decline would probably continue quite rapidly. So she made the courageous decision to get out of that relationship. And it has not been easy for her since. And yet through it all, here she is today, able to say that she has remained cognitively stable with MCI for 13 years. That's the goal. And people like Cheryl are inspirational because they show that it's possible. And we know there are things that can help make it possible. One of the things that is so often overlooked is having a sense of purpose, having a why. No one has to ask Cheryl what her why is. For her, it's spending time with their granddaughters. What is your why? When you have the answer to that question, that becomes a powerful tool to help you work toward what you're trying to achieve. I encourage you to spend some time this week thinking about your why, and I'll be back next week with more of the what and the how. If you don't want to miss my weekly videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel, which you can do by clicking on that little circle with my face on it below. I hope to see you again next week. Until then, as always, be kind to your mind.